There's an inner thing in every man. Do you know this thing, my friend? It has withstood the blows of 1,000,000 years and will do so to the end. It was born when time did not exist, and it grew up out of life. It cut down evil strangling veins like a slashing searing knife. It lit fires when fires were not, and burnt the mind of men, tempering leaden hearts to steel from the time began. It wept by the waters of Babylon, and when all men were a loss, it screeched in writhing agony, and it hung bleeding from the cross. It died in Rome by lion and sword in defiant cruel array, when the deathly word was Spartacus along the Appian way. It marched with what the tailors poor, and frightened lord and king, and it was emblazoned in their deathly stir as ere a living thing. It smiled in holy innocence before conquistadors of old, so meek and tame and unaware of the deathly power of gold. It burst forth through pitiful Paris streets, and stormed the old Bastille, and marched upon the serpent's head, and crushed it neath its heel. It died in blood on buffalo plains, and starved by moons of rain. Its heart was buried a wounded knee, but it will come to rise again. It screamed along by Kerry lakes as it knelt upon the ground, and it died in great defiance as they coldly shut it down. It is found in every light of hope. It knows no bounds nor space. It has risen in red and black and white. It is there in every race. It lies in the hearts of heroes dead. It screams in tyrants' eyes. It has reached the peaks of mountain high. It comes searing across the skies. It lights the dark of this prison cell. It thunders forth its might. It is the undauntable thought, my friend, that thought that says I am right.
The first people ever to picket the White House. And yes, they got arrested.
100 years ago, women took to the streets of London demonstrating and wrecking property all over the city.
Let's talk about the picture. What is it that we see?
The suffragettes are the only protest movement in the history of Great Britain that actually succeeded.
This is actually a photograph, probably from about 1917.
For the BBC's History of the World season, I'm going to explore these events through objects from their daring campaign.
Had reached a point in their campaign where they had tried all kinds of parades, all these windows and pageants,
through the relatives of women who made enormous personal sacrifices
to
for
get
the
the
cause.
attention of both the public as well as members of
pushed down the mouth, through the throat, and then
federal amendment
was poured down straight.
voting rights. So they came
And the
up with
places
this plan
that still resonate with their presence.
and are considered among the political protests.
The Russian Revolution of 1917 was a spontaneous uprising of peasants and workers.
The reverence of all Indian races for the Hindu Mahatma has brought about the reconciliation he sought. The crowds at Delhi are overjoyed at his decision to break his...
If England does not grant your demands, what course of action will you follow then? of course, civil disobedience, and all other phases of the Tyagra are always at our disposal, but whether we shall resort to this weapon immediately or what other steps we shall take, I cannot judge at present. If England
que participó en la lucha contra la dictadura de Fulgencio Batista. Fue líder de la sección juvenil del movimiento 26 de julio. Boitel estudiaba en la Universidad de La Habana al mismo tiempo que trabajaba como radiotécnico en la antigua CMQ. La persecución que el régimen de Batista le impuso lo forzó a exilarse en Venezuela, donde colaboró con Rómulo Betancourt en los esfuerzos para derrocar la dictadura de Marcos Pérez Jiménez. Al salir Batista de Cuba, el 1 de enero de 1959, Boitel regresó a la isla y volvió a sus estudios en la Universidad de La Habana. Aspiró a la presidencia de la Federación
that more people have been brought to trial for protesting Guantanamo than the men in that jail. Outrageous. This is outrageous.
Torture, we say no! Close Guantanamo! To torture, we say no! Close Guantanamo!
We're here to shut down Guantanamo Bay. We'd like to see the President, Congress shut down Guantanamo Bay prison. 10 years of having this prison open is just 10 years too many.
What do we want? Human rights! When do we want them? Now! What do we want? Human rights! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Human rights! When do we want it? Now!
Yeah, let's go ahead and show show you the scene here, a hunger strike, a 3-day hunger strike starting this morning at 8 a.m. right in front of the UN building here in New York City. What you have here is about 60 Iranian celebrities. You have movie stars, singers, songwriters, authors, professors, all here on this hunger strike in sort of the support of the opposition movement in Iran, and they're calling for the release of the hundreds of detainees. These are prisoners arrested after the controversial election on June 12th. A lot of big names here, none bigger than Gugush, a legendary singer who arrived here at the hunger strike about an hour ago. She was mobbed by her supporters here and fellow Iranians. Here's what she had to say when we spoke to her.
Prisoner is designed to be tough, but for those interned in the former Soviet Republic of Kyrgyzstan over the frozen winter months, conditions, they say, have become unbearable. Following months of repression by prison guards, which included closing down all communal areas and seizing personal possessions, the inmates in Bishkek Detention Center 1 rioted, slashing their wrists and burning their possessions. As a last-ditch protest, over 1,000 prisoners nationwide went on hunger strike, sewing their mouths shut with metal wire so they could not be force-fed. A warning, the following images are quite graphic. The hunger strike lasted nearly 2 weeks before a spokesman for the inmates said they had taken food and entered negotiations with prison authorities.
19 Aralık 2000'de Türkiye tarihinin en büyük ve kanlı cezaevi operasyonu gerçekleşti. Eş zamanlı operasyonlarda ikisi asker 32 kişi hayatını kaybetti. 2000 yılı sonbaharında hapishanelerde koğuş sisteminin yerine F tipi cezaevi uygulaması getirilmek isteniyordu ve bu uygulamaya karşı çıkan mahkumlar 19 talep öne sürerek süresiz açlık grevine başladı. Açlık grevi 45. günde ölüm orucuna dönüştürüldü ve bunun üzerine 19 Aralık 2000'de 20 cezaevinde aynı anda hayata dönüş operasyonu başlatıldı. Operasyon sırasında cezaevi duvarları iş makineleriyle, çatılar balyozlarla kırıldı. Gaz maskeli komandolar, yüksek enerji ve uzun namlulu silahlar kullandı. Türkiye cezaevlerine yönelik bu en büyük operasyon, Kıbrıs çıkarmasından bu yana en çok askerin katıldığı harekat olarak da tarihe geçti. 3 gün süren operasyon sonucunda 30 tutuklu yaşamını yitirdi.